We've done like nothing with Kane. I gotta tell you, I love the Kane runs, man. But then, the backseating is so much. Okay, here we go. Let's try a Tainted Judas. Okay, check this out. Free curse room, baby. Yeah, I gotta learn some recipes with Kane. Every time I do like a not dark, but a Tainted Kane run, people are like, why doesn't he just make 7 Steam sales? And I'm like, because I don't know what makes them. And then they're like, it's really simple. It's just 8 disparate ingredients in a very specific order. And I'm like, I don't remember that. I can't read. Oh, these are balls of steel. That's the wrong button. Oh, hello, Jay. Jay, I almost cracked yesterday. I almost cracked and got the early edition MLB The Show. The only reason I didn't is because in my head, I was like, I literally am paying $30 for early access, not even gonna stream it, and then like it's gonna be on my Xbox, which I have in the other room. Yo, generic name 57. Thanks for the gifted subs. Thank you. So I don't know when I'm gonna play it. I'm actually reaching the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna play it, because I'm like, am I really gonna buy it for PS5, or am I gonna move my Xbox in here? I don't know the answer yet, but we'll figure it out. I've been enjoying whenever I can pop in and see a little bit of the show. I've been enjoying it. Stream it once for that tax return. What's the drawback to Tainted Judas? Well, I mean, I think that was a terrible start. I think that the problem is you don't start with any impressive stats. Like, regular Judas starts with unbelievably good damage, right? He's got low HP, but his damage is amazing. Whereas, you know, Tainted Judas is just kind of like, he's doo-doo, but he has a really good spacebar item that's a lot of fun. So, it's a little touchy for now, but we'll figure it out. I don't mind. Oh, also, you can only have demon hearts. I didn't know, or spirit hearts at least. You can't have red hearts. Low range as well. There's a lot of negatives apparently. I'm trying this path here. DD, Mega Doodoo. That's not how it goes. I gotta get it going in my head again. DD Mega Doodoo, something like that. I know we've said it before, like, DD Mega Doodoo is a real, like, it's a litmus test for your sense of humor, I think. If you don't find it funny, you're wrong. Is my take on the subject. The end. None. Oh, God. Okay. Dark Judas. Little spicy. Little spicy. Dude, yesterday, so we ordered some food to eat on the balcony because it was such nice weather yesterday. We ended up getting Korean barbecue. It came with a very, you know, some Korean barbecue, it comes with like a couple of extra trappings. This came with everything. Like, it was like almost the same accoutrements as sit-down Korean barbecue. Came with some lettuce, came with some samjang, came with some raw garlic cloves. And it also came with sliced Korean peppers. I'm very familiar with them. It came with some marinated onions and stuff, like it's some marinated radish. Like, it was really good. But whatever Korean pepper they gave us, we got, you know how like some jalapenos are like, they're basically just like green peppers, and some jalapenos are like habaneros. This one was like, it was a boot jalokia. Come on, man, I was trying to keep you alive. So I ate like one little slice of it, and my mom got scared and said, you're moving with your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air. Like, I had to take a break from eating for like 5 minutes. It was too much. No, we didn't have any green onion pancake, because it's like an extra charge. Is there too much food to begin with, too, but I do love the pajeon, though. Pajeon, kimchi-jeon. It's one of my favorite Korean foods. Was it spicy on the way out as well? We're not allowed to talk about poop on this show anymore after the time I talked about when I saw poop and I thought it was very healthy. And then Chad said, "You're sick. You're disgusting. You're gross." So now we're not allowed to talk about anything in that, even close to that realm anymore. I've never had Korean barbecue. Is it worth it? It's a tough question to answer, you know? I think if you look at Korean barbecue exclusively as like the value of the ingredients you're getting, you're gonna be disappointed. Especially when it comes to service, like, because you're cooking it yourself. However, as an experience, I really like Korean barbecue. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, you're like barbecuing your own food, but I would rather eat like a meat feast than like a lot of other foods to begin with. So even though sometimes I'm like, this is more expensive than it should be, I am also like, I'm willing to pay it. Because it's like, I don't know, there's like some desire economics in there. You know what I mean? You're right, I can't enter curse rooms for free. Maybe yes, maybe not, I don't know. No? I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's some days where I would pay where the desire, let me rephrase. The premium I'll pay for a food is not based on the, you know, unit cost of the ingredients, but is rather based on how much I want to eat it. If that makes sense. So you don't evaluate it from a purely rational consumer standpoint. Instead, you're like, how much do I want this pork belly inside of me right now? So true, bestie. Like, there's some days, like, if you ask me right now, what would you pay for 6 McDonald's Chicken McNuggets? I'd be like, $2.50. If you ask me, you know, a week from now, it might be 20 bucks. I knew I was gonna get tagged there, too. It just depends on the mood you're in, you know? Hello, Sinvicta. Hello. Have you heard of this character? Have you heard of them? Tainted Judas. Have you heard of this character? Name a Judas. For $1, name a Judas. We went through almost the whole stream with very few memes. I may have dropped the occasional yes, sir. That's bad damage. Yes, sir. It's time for some new memes, yeah. I can't do, like, trade offer, man. It takes too much brain power to come up with. May I please have a your flat? I feel like my voice is kind of fried for some reason, but, I'll hit you with a, you know, you got no talent. You're flat. You're not an artist. An artist has respect for the silence that serves as the foundation of creativity. I have to do that one when asked because it's one of the only impressions I do where people say, wow, that's actually kind of good. Although I will say, we must have a large new audience lately because I did my Michael Caine voice in a video and people were like, yo, low-key, his Michael Caine voice isn't that bad. Oh no, my holy mantle? And I was like, dude, that's from like way back in the day. We used to do Michael Caine voice all the time. I don't have a Werner Herzog impression, and I very much wish that I did. Because it's less about the voice, which is just kind of like deadpan German, and much more about like having to come up with the stuff that Werner Herzog says in the moment, which is like, you know, you do not respect the silence that serves as the creativity, the foundation for creativity. I can't get it, man. I would like to see the baby. Michael Caine, you're flat is in my head. It feels a lot easier than Michael Caine. All right, I guess I'll be dead then. then Michael Caine, yes, sir. It's a tough character here. Because the Michael Caine anger is actually easier to do. Like, Michael Caine ordering a sandwich is a little tougher. I'll have a bacon, egg, and cheese. Salt and pepper, ketchup, mayo on a roll. Yes, sir. Aye, Captain. Come on, man. You don't respect the silence that serves as the foundation of creativity. You don't respect the silence. No, we're not quite there. We're working on it, though. We're working on it. Okay, hold on. Hanged man. Yes, sir. Sorry. Thank you. Just drop an indeed. Indeed. Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt and pepper, ketchup, mayo on a roll. Indeed. I almost forgot the bev. Master Wayne would like to cop the airy. Yes, sir. Indeed. You already know the vibe. +2. Yo, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I told you we almost... Wrong card. We almost made it to... wrong function. We almost made it through without any memes. Pudge is a butcher. He eats human meat. Get this. Dude, I saw someone wearing a Dota 2 backpack yesterday. I didn't, like, say hi or anything, because by the time I saw that their backpack had Dota 2 on it, they were walking away from me. Which makes, you know, pretty logical sense when you think about it, but... I was like, how about that? Dota 2. Dota 2. Dota. Templar Assassin, Templar Assassin, Templar Assassin. I don't believe it was RTZ or Owie 2000. But if I'm being honest, like, I don't think I would recognize them in the first place. It was not Dendy. I could tell you with authority it was not Dendy. You ever think that Dendy looks a little bit like Linus Tech Tips? Or is that just me? I see, like, can you put Dendy face no space? Yeah, that he kind of looks like Linus to me, man. Not at all. I don't know. I see it. I definitely see it. Okay, well, this is the one. We're storing up for something beautiful here. I'm not saying it's 100%, but you know, like there's a resemblance is all I'm trying to say. Like in 26 by 26 pixel, they're basically like identical twins. Yo, by the way, I was watching, I know why people have a problem with like the genetic testing services like 23andMe, because, you know, they apparently sell your genetic information to the government or like the police force. But anyway, hear me out. Here's why that might not be such a bad thing. I watched a CBC documentary on them. They had identical twins do those, you know, 23andMe, Ancestry.com type stuff. And they... Get out of here. Saved. The results returned different things for both twins, even though they have identical genomes, obviously. Which is crazy, you know? Like, for one of the twins, they were like, hey, like, you're like 75% North Italian or something like that. And then for another one, they're like, whoa, you're from the Byzantine Empire. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? I'm not saying it's completely a scam, but it seems unreliable. What if they're not actually twins? Okay, so, like, how would this happen? Because, like, I'm assuming they were born at the same time. You know what I mean? Switched at birth? You can't just say it. You have to have, like, an explanation. Does dropping blood bombs hurt you? What happened there? Only if you have no bombs, dude. I didn't know. Sometimes the stork misdelivers. That's true. Yeah, I just feel like now I'm like, I didn't want to do it in the first place. But now I'm like, man, I definitely don't want to do it. Because, like, it just seems like it's not reliable at all. If you don't have bombs, it takes from red hearts. It's kind of interesting, though. Bad. Still pretty bad. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I watched. Why don't you do the test twice and determine for science's sake? I mean, I could. I mean, I'm interested in, like, I don't consider it like part of my personality, I guess. But I have absolutely no idea like where my ancestors were from. I could hazard some guesses, but like, you know, I know that like my great grandma on my mom's side lived in England. And then apart from that, it's like it's Canada for generations apparently. Be interesting to know, but now knowing that the test is unreliable, it's like, what's the point? I'm just hoping it says I'm from, I was trying to come up with a good answer. Jotunheim, there we go. Jolkenheim. That's a pretty good joke. I'll give you that one. Say yes. Recently got family tree info from Sweden all the way back to the 1500s. That's very interesting. I mean, I think it just shows you like how different life was back in the day. Because like now it seems so crazy. It's like, how did you like not have records that were preserved of like, you know, everybody, what their name was, what they did for work, and like where they lived and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, well, actually in like the 15th century, we were all trying to survive the bubonic plague. So, you know, and none of us knew how to read or write. So sorry about that. Sorry, like we, you know, preserved the bloodline and, you know, kept an unbroken line of heredity that led to your existence. I wish that we had written something down, though. Sorry. Nope. Excuse me, stand-up comedian. The premise of your joke is off by almost 100 years. I'm gonna need you to take that one back to the lab, please. Okay. Actually like the matchstick. Mine was accurate from 23andMe. Yo, but yo though, like, how do you know? Take me down. How do you know? .23andMe living rent-free. Ancestry.com's been real quiet since 23andMe just dropped. Yeah, do you think... I want to test something here. This is a chat piece of intel, so you should be skeptical to begin with. But what if we enter dark arts and then place a bomb? I guess it doesn't matter here at all, because... we have bombs, but like I wonder if it would give us immunity to the damage we take. My guess is probably not. And we're like now I'm in a situation where people are like, you might as well try it, but to try it, like I have to throw away my existing bombs just to possibly take damage, and I'm like, I feel like that's not a might as well. That's like a maybe next time. Ooh. Saved. Okay, this could be the one. Careful, careful. If it works, it's infinite bombs. Yeah, but we have as many bombs as we can need right now. You know, as long as we don't come across too many tinted rocks, which doesn't seem to be too much of a problem in hard mode. This character's a trip, man. Can you even place a bomb in Dark Arts? I know, I don't even want to test it, because, like, I'm worried that I'm gonna pop out of Dark Arts and just immediately take damage to my own bomb. You can place in Dark Arts, okay. There is that. Okay, so there's one lesson learned. It definitely... It made the sound like it hurt. I don't know if it actually did hurt, though. Did anybody see if we lost the heart? It did. F. Okay. Well, you know what? It was clever. At the very least, it was clever. At least I can go alt path. I don't know, like, it's one of those things where I probably shouldn't, but at least I could if I wanted. Why shouldn't I have it? Yo, did you see Amazon canceled its Lord of the Rings MMO? Did you see the second piece of news related to that? The news that Amazon was at one point making a Lord of the Rings MMO? Hi-yo! I learned at one point, I'm sure I probably just forgot. It's a good opportunity for a dunk, though, you got to admit. Hey, wrenches, don't, no offense. I meant to say, I meant to say no offense, I apologize. It wasn't my intention. Dunky dunka dunk. Okay, I would like to get a bomb. We will enter the realm of mirrors. I'm telling Jeff. Yo, Jeff's on his way out. I forget the new guy's name, but we'll have to learn it to, you know, make the jokes relevant again. My name is Hefe Bezos. Andy Jassy, that's right, I knew that. Andy Jassy. Don't worry, I'll use telekinesis. Can of corn and I'll be fine. Okay, I am not going to fight this boss because this boss could easily kill me. I'm just happy to get my second bomb. That's telekinesis, Kyle. You can totally be a CEO named Andy. Maybe you've heard of Andy Carnegie. There's probably more. Andy Ryan from BioShock. Andy Bernard. He was never CEO. He was temporarily the regional manager. Andy Roddick, CEO of coming in 4th place in every major tennis tournament in the early 2000s. That's not even a burn. 4th place is pretty good. He carved out a nice career for himself. Oh, baby. Now we're talking. He won a US Open once? Yeah, only because Serena wasn't playing that year. Who? Yeah, do it. Dude, I don't dislike a question mark. Because a question mark could be anything. It could even be Binky, for example. Okay, this is a great time. Yeah, that's how you play it, man. Oh, it doesn't work? It doesn't work on bones. My mistake. That is not how you play it. No, sir. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. I'm not... What am I doing? My head's not in the game right now. Get back in here. It's because I expect to be doing more damage than 3.5 by the time we get to the Mines 1, dude! Just brief invincibility. We're using coward katana strats. Dark arts boost your damage? Yeah, but it freaking sucks kind of, though. Like, not really, but... Like, sometimes the Dark Arts doesn't do enough damage to kill the enemy in the first place. It buffs you to 5 damage. It's still not enough to deal with these enemies down here, man. We need more. We need more. Okay, just a quick telepathy and I'll be fine. Quick telepathy and I'll be fine. We got it actually like a pretty nice defensive run right now. Saved. Almost got in there. Unfortunately, I didn't. Okay, no, it's gonna be fine. This is the floor we're gonna get Godhead. Do you ever get sick of playing video games? I would say kind of is a good answer there. Like, there are times on my day off that, like, I want to play a game. I'm like, oh, I've been looking forward to, like, just no-lifing Slay the Spire for, like, 45 minutes or however much time I get. But then, like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, man, I would rather just, like, take this opportunity to, like, read a book or something right now. It happens a lot, like, with increasing frequency. But, like, there's not been many days where I've, like, gone live and been like, oh, I'd rather be doing something other than playing a game on Twitch. I've never been like, oh, just for today, I'm actually gonna, like... I mean, we have enough, like, non-gaming content via Sporkle and, you know, weird personality quizzes and stuff like that. That doesn't come up too much. Hot tub stream? I didn't know there were enemies on this room. That's my bad. We can't talk about the hot tub stream. Chib is here. He's a big fan. I mean, I said it before as well. Like, I don't care. Who cares, man? I was looking... I think it was on the Twitch Rivals tweet. It was on some Twitch tweet that I read, like, this week or this weekend. Where it was like, they announced something nice, or something that I thought was nice, and people were like, yeah, but did you know that, like, this lady's in her bikini in her hot tub? You're like, so what? Oh, it's distracting me from all the people I normally watch that are opening $35,000 worth of FIFA packs instead. You know, honorable content. It's crazy. I'm trapped. I'm probably one of the greatest gamers. I never had a choice. Frick. I forgot he explodes. You know, sometimes you just get lucky. I'm just sad that Twitch is turning into a website we shall not name. It's like, it's not, though. Like, just don't watch it. Like, I literally wouldn't even know that that kind of stuff existed if Chiblee wasn't constantly talking about it in the back channel. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that Chiblee, like, every day, he's like, oh, check it out. It literally wouldn't even enter into my mind. No, I need HP. You can't do this to me. I need HP. I needed those spirit hearts. I do kind of like Golden Blood Bomb. It's got a cool vibe. There's HP in the shop? Wait, really? Oh, there must be. Yeah, thank you. It's always on the front page. It's hard not to see. I literally have never come across it by accident. I hate to be like, you know, it's a you thing. The thing that annoys me is every time I go to the homepage to find someone to host, Twitch is like, hey, would you like some copywritten music? And I'm like, no! Get the, like, I forget the name of the twitch.tv/ultra or something like that. I'm like, get it out of here. I don't want to get... It's always playing country music. Like, last time I went to it, it was playing that, you know, 1, 2, 3, gonna come back to me. Cause baby into X's and O's, you'll find me. And I'm like, dude, this... Stop trying to DMCA me. I don't want it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kill. Dead guys. Let's go. Okay, we got to focus. We actually have a chance here. I thought that could work. Dark Arts plus Mom's Knife seems insanely powerful. You're my friend. My mistake. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm the problem, but for the most part, I really, like, don't care what anybody else does with their Twitch stream. I don't think you should be, like, you know, like, murdering people or, like, you know, beheading them or, you know, stuff like that. And maybe that's where I draw the line. I'll use my credit card. I used credit card accidentally. Clip farming. Consider your clips farmed. Don't take my telepathy charge. It takes seconds to get it back. Just check it. I've got a feeling this is Hierophant. Donkey, donkey, dunk. Donkey, 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 dunk. Yeah, Jay, I think you got it all figured out, man. If anything, I actually appreciate that there's, like, lightning rod streams for the horny viewers, because, like, the less horned up viewers I have, I think the happier I am in general. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's like a public service. If everybody could just, like, get rid of their horniness before chatting, I would be so much happier. And their anger as well. But that, you know, we'll start like one emotion at a time. You know what we need? We actually need a range upgrade. That's where it started. That horrible smile. Well, yeah, I want you to be like a tabula rasa when you come to my stream. I gotta stop getting cards, man, because it makes it so much more annoying to use dark arts because you gotta toggle. I want you to be like an empty vessel for me to inject laughter into. He said the word wrong. Tabula. Help Twitch support. A wrench is mocking me. I'm being cyberbullied by an employee. Okay. This boss is probably like the toughest boss for us right here. Any other boss, we touch them with the knife, they're gonna explode. They're going down. This boss is made to counter. I'm a genius. I'm simply the smartest. Made to counter our high damage build. Well done. Well played. Well played. Yo, just fucking relax, man. This is the worst though, because I gotta keep two spirit hearts. Are you kidding me? The dodges. I gotta keep 2 spirit hearts just to sneak through the frickin' door. Please give me Binky. Binky pajamas? Binky pajamas? 9 lives? Binky pajamas? Look, I wish, man. I wish. Name a health item? Oh, no, dude. It's 3:55. We're gonna go a little longer than I thought. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people are, like, mad at. I've never heard a coherent case for it. But then, like, secondly, the only thing I've heard on occasion is the idea that maybe, like, it makes it harder to get discovered on the platform. And I'm like, buddy, it's impossible to get discovered on the platform anyway. People like me are soaking up all the attention. It's a front-loaded game to begin with. HP, please. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. Secret room, second secret room. You know what? No, this is genius. I'm an idiot, actually. It's stupid. This is not a good chance. This is not... We have 16 bombs, but... That probably can't be a regular secret room. If I go to the Mausoleum, I'm gonna die. But if I die, I'll end my stream on time. So there is that. I'm so mad. Okay, you're right. You're right. Sneak into the cursed room. Who could have possibly predicted that happening, man? Can of corn? Cursed room, cursed room. We need the knife piece too, right? I know, like, there's some debate on this issue. Well, careful. There you go. But, like, some people say mom's knife opens it automatically, but then anytime that gets brought up, people go, like, that's not true, actually. So I don't know if it's misinformation or just good old-fashioned, like, ill-mannered trolling. That was just an anti-birth. Okay. That's some nasty trolling, man. Because that's not even like an instant payoff. That's like you don't know that the payoff happens until like 20 minutes later. It's just mean-spirited. It's like telling someone like to get into Harvard, all they gotta do is like, you know, get 82 in biology. Excuse me, thank you, that was huge. And then they get 82 in biology, and you're like, oh, actually, plus your 100 hours of community service. Also, Harvard's closed this year. Okay, well, that sucks. The old Harvard can't come to the phone. Viewers made Cobalt lose his Holy Mantle card. Or his Holy card is Tainted Lost. I'm telling you, man, it's a streamer versus YouTuber, it's a streamer versus viewer world out there. You gotta be careful, son. You gotta know your audience, man. You gotta learn names. Kobe? It's the greatest card of all time. Well worth it. Ooh, I think I tried to get in the gap. Not strong. Not a strong performance. We will die if we go to the alt path. Donkey. It's true, I can't troll him now that NL knows my name. Yeah, and look, you're not on notice because you're like internal VIP status, Dan. But like the other side of that is, I believe earlier in the stream when I chose to take Abaddon, or I chose not to take Abaddon to take Guppy's Tail instead, I said, I think this will be better for me. And then you said, yeah, who needs a damage upgrade? Very sarcastically. And then in my head, I was like, I'm making a note of who said that. And then I saw it was you, and I was like, all right. You popped your holy mantle sarcasm shield, but be aware. Note taken. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to get through this, man. So I think here's an option. It's high risk, but start here. Take a pill. Take this. Mom transformation. Does the mom transformation give you does it give you what you need? Do you need the key piece? I guess we already have the key piece, so who cares? It's just academic. Donkey, 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 dunk. Okay, next step. You walk into the room. You pop the pill. We're doing it anyway. I never had a choice. Got a little lucky, for sure. Ooh, but we still got to get out of here without getting hit. Honestly, I think I've learned my lesson, and I think the lesson that I've learned is that, like, just treat Tainted Judas as if he doesn't have dark arts, and then you're gonna be, at least when you get a run like this that's already strong to begin with, and then you're gonna be fine. We can still use some damage, don't get me wrong. So good and tasty, saved. I also, and this is gonna come across maybe a touch whiny, I'll acknowledge, but I do feel it's a little easier. You know what? Easy come, easy go. It's a little easier to use dark arts on a controller versus a keyboard. Like having to hit Q while also, you know, dodging with WASD and then trying to run into enemies with it, it's just slightly trickier. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like as your tendons get older and older, you start to be like, is it even worth it to hit the button now? That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, we got no choice, man. We gotta head down here. Maybe the door won't kill you? Hold on. We could still get alt. No, well, yeah, we could drop a trinket on the mom fight and be fine here. The key rebinding of Isaac. Now we're talking. I'm only 20 and this guy makes my fingers hurt. I hear you. I'm scared. I need range. Thank you. There's just honestly like some things that you're like, I don't even know if it's worth it, man. Like there's games I've played before that make my hands hurt just to use the controller, and I'm like, that's a young person's folly there. It's not for me. Like, I don't know how anybody that played or still plays competitive Smash Bros. I don't know how they still have, like, functioning hands and wrists. Or, yeah, StarCraft? Oh my god, man. I can't even imagine. Beats me. Isaac, I think we're, you know, different breed. I think the controller's just ergonomic, you know? Like, at first, you know, when people were like, do you use a controller or a keyboard? I thought I had, like, a superiority complex or something, right? I'm like, of course I use a keyboard. It's just the superior, like, input method. As I get older, I'm like, man, I really wish I learned how to play on controller first, I think. I think it's probably just better for your, wrists long term. Okay, well,